Useless. So intense. Okay. Right. Okay. I was just gonna use it for warm up, but and like, gosh, we are now warmed up, right? Is the mic on? Can't really see it. Yeah, mic is on. How are you doing? Now I can actually carry a conversation at the same time. I think I broke this thing just now. What was I doing here? I was doing this. I was playing with the new render pipeline, the high definition render pipeline in Unity. And I need to put an I was gonna do, because now it's just all, here we go. Put an exposure on. There. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, granted, it's like it's looking a lot nicer just in terms of the lighting. I still need to figure out how to get light coming in from this side, because it's a bit on the dark side. On the dark side. And also I was doing something with the reflections. I think I broke it. But yeah, it's nice, right? Massive big ass sun. And those god rays coming through the trees. Not bad. Ah, jump though. Come on. There was something with water reflection I did. It looks kind of nice, but I don't remember. Did I switch it off? What's happening? Okay, profiler, what is happening? Analysis, engage. What is choking this game? Ow, ow, ow. There's a spike in what? It's not too bad, but it's just like suddenly it spikes in something. Player loop, 9.8 milliseconds. That could be it. But yeah, okay. Just ignore that for now. What I wanted to do was to... Oh, that's nice. It's daytime. Ow. It's choking up. Let's fix the water reflection. I did mess that up last time we did this. Is it in here? No. It's in here. Switch on reflections, screen space. That's... Oh, there we go. Looking good. That is some nice reflections going on. I'm just wondering why it's so dark though. I mean, I know the sun is on that side and it's like overexposure, but it should be fine. Whoa, yeah, there's a lot of fog going on, but it's looking kind of cool. I'm gonna put in, let's fire up some 3D. Oh, I feel like I've been in a fight. Yes, I know. All right, so what I want to do is I want to replace. So what I did last night, was I built this script that you see it like in the editor. It's all see, it's all like just like you just see like plain boxes like these things. But each script has a spawn detail script. So when I press play, it just builds up like trees and houses automatically. So all of these are like added randomly, which is pretty cool. But now, I mean, and obviously those are just prefab, so I can just replace those with my trees that I made. And it will automatically randomize between them and everything. So that's nice. So I might do that first. Okay, let's see what, because now it's just like cubes. It's not that nice. Let's load up. No, not that one, I think. This one. Yeah, that was my leaf. Here's my... Oh yeah, this is what... The problem began here, because I was unwrapping this. Let's just try this first then. So I'm going to replace my tree. Where is it? Tree trunk. Oh wait, let's just make a new game object. This is our tree 001. And then we need a trunk. Yeah, no. Let's unpack this. Where is it? Let's go back. Okay, here it is. Now, so that's at 0. We're gonna need to align it so that the trunk actually... Huh? Why are you over there? There. I think we just need to make sure that it's at 0. So that's aligning with the pivot. So that's 4 units up. It has some funny things going on here. Let's see if we need that or we can take it away. Now we're gonna add the leaves. Which is just a bunch of mangled up polygons. And we can do a few of these, I think. And then scale them a bit, rotate a bit. All right. Now, what I don't know is how this works with the new render pipeline. That's why we're doing this. See if we can get it to work right off the bat. Okay, I have a tree here. Oh, that's the old tree. So we do a prefab of this. Now we can delete this from here, and I'm gonna try and set so that those spawn buildings. Here, so this one spawns trees. So we put my tree here. And just play it. Ah, they spawn in the right place. Let's see how it looks here. Ah, what happened? Oh, they're floating a bit in mid-air because the pivot point is off. And there's something up with the textures. I kind of like... They're not even taking the fog. Is it because they're using... they might be using the wrong shader. Being imported from 3D Studio. Okay, first off, tree. So where's my pivot point here? It's at 0, right? So should we just lower this down? Maybe it's actually in the right place. Let's try it again. There. That looks good. Okay, see? So the trees are... It's the same tree, but they're pretty randomized. But, okay. Something's up with the materials here. I'm not getting... This is actually like textured with foliage, so... That should not be happening. Yeah, that's the new... Unity's new render pipeline. So... That's gonna take care of my... especially... I mean, this scene, yeah, but more or less, like, if you think about it in the wasteland, and yeah, it's gonna look good anywhere, but it's much easier now to set these things. Let's see. So yeah, oh, that is nice. It's behaving correctly. It's just that the textures are wrong. So the leaves get like lit from behind. Okay, we need to fix the materials of this tree. Leaves. It's using some kind of weird, some material from before, I think. Okay, what happened now? Okay, now it's got the textures in, but it looks like the UVs are all wrong. What about the trunk? Not correct. It seems like the UVs are messed up. That's very strange though, because in a sense the idea here is that we're using a simple one texture atlas, and now it seems like, if I'm not, it looks like they've lost the UV mapping. No, well, they're here and now they're shading correctly. They're inside the fog and everything, but there's definitely something wrong with the UVs. Yeah, something's up. And why is that? So this is what I'm learning today, this new and improved the shader graph. Why is that looking like that? So the thing is, in here, this is my ball of foliage, and it looks okay, right? It's actually correctly rendered in here. So let's export it again and see. Let's rewrite that one. And let's see. Nothing. Okay. What the hell is happening? Also this tree. Okay, well, that makes sense, because all of these UVs are completely wrong. Let's detach this for now and take care of that later. But this tree, if you just add some UVs to this, it should be fine. Let's do that, and then if I could, or maybe cylindrical? No, we'll do box for this. But then I think what we do is we unwrap this. Let's see. Because this is the thing, there's actual... I have textures for all of this. It should be right here. This is like the stem of the trunk of the tree. So that should be now... I'll have to do it better than that, but at least it now has some texture, yeah. And this stuff, let's just leave that for now. I'm exporting this again. Tree trunk, okay. Yeah, and the tree trunk looks okay. So that one got UVs, perfect. And then what about this mess? Do I have to unwrap all of this again, or what? Oh, wait, wow. Okay, no wonder. Okay, that's why. It's using the wrong texture map. This should be this. And then, I guess we could simply... Okay, let's isolate this one. Yeah, that's what it looks like inside Unity now. It has no UV mapping. Then we put a UV map here and then say face map, but then we do unwrap. You open UV editor. Are they all on top of each other? I hope. Yes. I take all of these. Yes. Now we're getting it. And my... Oh, it's not even in this texture. Maybe that's why. Let's put it. We're gonna put that, let's say that's the size for it at least. Let's put it out here. And then off to Photoshop. No. Not photos, Photoshop. So, this texture needs to be updated, because I did have it in, but in a separate file. Here it is. So this is the texture atlas. We have a couple of seamless textures, but we don't have my this one, tree foliage. So now I'm looking at it, it looks kind of off in colors. Let's put up a little bit brighter colors, maybe go a bit towards the reds. Yeah, that's nice. All right, and then we resave this out. Forest Atlas. And looking in here, how does that look? This is updated now. Can't see, it's in here, but oh yeah, but that looks okay. Right, so now that's a mess of that looks okay. So we export this one, this fur ball of leaves, and back to Unity. It's gone. Why is it gone? Is it not updated this file? It looks like it's empty. Ah, it is. It's all empty here. Where is this file? Where did I save it? I think I might have saved. Oh, yeah, it's in the wrong place. That's why. Okay. Here. It needs to go here. Textures. Forest Atlas. This is the one we're replacing. Okay. We're ready. They're back. Let's see how this looks. And this is what I'm here to see, because I'm not sure how this will look in the new the render, what's it called? High definition render pipeline. So, sun is rising. We're going over. That looks okay so far, but it's in the dark. That's why. We have some foliage going on, and let's see if we move the sun then. Let's move it around a bit. There we go. Now you can see that it kind of is not working unless I put in even more of those planes. It's like creeping in the shadows even. Not awesome. Not terrible, but not awesome. I mean, one way to fix that would just be to add even more of these. Or was it because I didn't make it double-sided, maybe? World 1. Yeah, it is double-sided. And this is the thing. I wasn't sure if I'm going to do transparent or if you do opaque, because after all, this is the new render pipeline. Still looks transparent. I mean, it still has the alpha channel. It just makes for very sharp shadows there. It's not ideal at all. And that looks like they're a bit similar, like they should be rotating more randomly. What we do then, I think it looks like I have so many of these here, but they're not all showing. It looks like there's less in here than in my tree. That's it. Let's like blow some of these up. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to make a choice. I mean, I'm not using the built-in trees in the terrain, the speed trees. I'm actually making my own, and it's kind of, I can see like the planes intersecting in the middle, and that's not great at all. All right, so we try this then. We have this ball of planes here. It's just feels like this more than enough already. But if we do a smaller version in here and rotate that around a bit, I know I kind of tried this before, but it wasn't so visible. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you can still see it. I'm gonna need to figure out a better way to do this, I think. Okay, that's my light. Sun, move, yeah, still. Is it something with maybe if I can get a little less? I think I need some. I want to have like up the secondary light. How do you do that? Oops. Unity, HDRP. What's it called? Indirect light. Ambient light intensity. There's someone else who's been trying to do the same thing. I didn't set baked sky to my HDRI. Okay. Exponential for HDRI sky in, okay. But I think I tried this already. So if I add where's my global settings, add indirect lighting controller. It kind of looks okay in here, but it actually does not affect. So like if I ramp it up there, it actually happens in the editor, but it doesn't actually do anything. It actually is still kind of dark. I don't know, why is that? Is it the exposure is doing that? Because right now it seems to me like it's maybe it's just overexposed. What if I take down the sun a notch? It's pretty strong. 30,000. Let's see. Might be the sun is so bright. No, it still doesn't do it. Oh, is this helping? Kinda helps. Oh, like blinding. That's too much. Way too much. You want to be able to see it too, right? See the disc. But then how do you do it? How do you up? Shadows? That's okay. What's there? Enable volumetrics. Can I set it on here? No. Oh, it's got to be in here. That's the thing. So this didn't do anything. What if I put it on here then? Nothing. This is not even. Is this even on? Yeah, this is. It's the effects stuff here. Okay, remove this. I don't need this anymore either. Is it the ambient occlusion doing it then? Nope. It's a bit too much also. Okay. So you can see the difference, right? From the editor where it's pretty bright, and then from to here where it's like you can't see anything. It's like the guy is here, but it's so dark. I mean, I know it's like I can do that, I guess. The sun is like all way off over there. Well, now it's choking for some reason. Profiler, what's happening? Is it is it my script? This one? I'll just turn it off and see if it actually affects. So that's the one that's rotating the sun. I'm assuming it's trying to like calculate baked shadows like every frame, something stupid like that. Okay, we need to switch out the trees here too. Alright, so all this is supposedly the forest, and so here instead of tree we take tree 1. And so I can set here like a threshold on how many trees. I can set the random offset, and I can set random rotation. Let's just full on random. And then there's also like a slight randomized leaning, and then a randomized scale. So just from that I should be able to get quite a bit of variation, like procedurally, not even have to place individual trees myself. Where is this thing? Yeah, so take a new tree. This one too, yeah. I know this one has. Yeah, that was changed. And we changed this one. And what about this one? Nothing. Oh, this one has tree and grass patch. So you can mix it up. Like you can have several prefabs and then it'll spawn different things in it. Okay, what do we got? There's still some. Oh, that looks nice. That looks actually very nice. Still too dark. Can't see anything over here. It's only because I know where to go that I'm able to go. That is kind of nice though. Now it's completely dark here. There's no light coming through. Fell down. Okay. There's also light being picked up on the other side there. Not ideal. Okay. Okay. Switch off this. Now it's compiling a shader, that's why. Now that's what these small boxes here on the ground is also going to be replaced by like textures like that. So then the poly count will go down, and also there will be like nicer details. Up there, there's still some of those these fake trees, the dummy trees. It's, I'm wondering how much of a performance I'm hitting with this, because oh wait, there's no randomness here. What's that? And what's up here? Nothing. Okay. Yeah, something's up. Can I fix the... Okay, where's the shadow settings in this new render pipeline thing? Is it here? Okay, shadow map update every frame. Oh, that's why probably. Contact shadows. No. Maybe not. So then where do I set the shadows? Is it still playing? Yes. Turn it off. Okay, here. Global sky volume. It's this one. Fog. Yeah, that's just a fog. Okay, that's the sky. All right. And what's this? Oh, this is my effects. Tone mapping. Do I really need to have tone mapping on? That's the depth of field and ambient occlusion. Let's take off the tone mapping. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Put another light in. See if that will help. That helps. Well, it does help a little bit. Get some detail out. Oh, that was too much. Yeah, that's nice. Starting to get happy with the water at least. Okay. Let's try to fix the grass patch. I guess it would be kind of the same principle as this, but not so much like a ball, more like a, I'll do this, put our material on, or is it, and then we're gonna UV map this to be just the grass patch. Is, we'll just put it here. This is the grass. There we go. Nicely done. We have a grass patch. But then I guess we need to kind of, what if we do this? We make that into a polygon, and then we make some of these a little bit like smaller. Maybe not rotate, we might not need to rotate, but we can just, oh yeah, we are gonna have to rotate. It's like in theory, this would be like a star. This is gonna be a bit mechanical now, but okay, let's add these together. And then that. I mean, you're supposed to, in a sense, be able to look at it from any angle. There. Okay, grass patch. We should rescale these a little bit, but for now that's okay. Let's just make sure we have our pivot is supposed to be at 0, and we need to make sure it's rotated. Yes, it is. And export. Grass. Okay. Now we should be able to go into my grass patch prefab. Instead of just having all these cubes, we put in this one. Let's unpack and put my world map, the world texture on it, because that's the one that's using the new pipeline. So here we go. Okay, maybe now it needs to be double-sided, otherwise we won't be able to see anything. There we go. Okay. So this is now one grass patch. I wonder how that will look. Let's just fire it up. We have, oh, they're very big. But, oops, falling. That kind of works though. They need to be smaller. And there's some floating out here. Eek. And over here too. What is that? That's not supposed to happen. Oh, it's because it's offset here. 0, 0, 0. And I think we can afford shrinking it down a bit. Let's try that. Yeah, now it's not floating in mid-air. Still slightly the same issue there with so depending on the angle you come in, you actually see the plane. But mostly okay. I'm wondering if there's anything I can do in the materials to just alleviate that a little bit. Let's put it as opaque, but then, okay, where is it? This is using this one. So this is the thing, I'm not sure I set this properly. I'm just now learning this stuff. So there's like so here's my lit master. I have a slider for the threshold of this. The alpha transparency. But I'm not entirely sure. Oops, what happened now? It's because I didn't save the material. It seems a bit shaky still. Yeah? See, this is what scares me, because now it's like these, it seems super shaky. I'm doing these things, just changing like a value, and then the renderer just turns black. Yeah. I mean, what did I do? I changed a value from 0.5 to 0.7. And now I think I crashed it. Failed to create render texture. Ah. So this is the thing, I'm almost thinking I should go back to the previous renderer, because this just seems to destroy my computer. Now it's crashed my Unity as well. That sucks. I crashed this too now. Let's I'm gonna do some variation on this. Has it recovered yet? No. Unity is gone. Awesome. Bit more chaos in this. Yeah, Unity just vanished. Thank you for that. It's too much crashing. Oh yeah, I forgot to put on the... Where is it? The chat. Is anyone... If I missed something, I'm sorry. Come on. Waiting for request. Alright, we're back here. Let's not touch that stuff then. Okay. Come on, what's happening here? It's like the internet is just chugging, grinding to a halt. Okay. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to... This is just now this is just boxes. We can make that into something a little bit nicer, I reckon. That's and I know the dimensions of it. I think it's about 10, 10, 5. No. Like 5 high. No. This one. Oh. 5. There. Okay. Let's put that at 0. And then... So instead of having like a block like that, what we're gonna make is more of a organic, like Lego brick, if you will. Okay, we'll put in some polys here, something like that, and then see what happens as long as we just put some noise on this. Oh wait, why don't we do this even? We'll leave it as a parametric object, and we're gonna add tessellate and noise. Where is it? There. And then just... It's too much. Also too much. I think maybe we even don't do anything on the top, So that's yeah, that's better. Okay, and then on top of that, we put a node tessellate. Let's see how that works. We'll set that to I think also somewhere here we should put a relax. It basically takes all the vertices and relaxes them. Ah. That's better. Use quads. Quad damage. Okay, that's a good kind of beginning. Let's also flatten that. So now it's all flat on top, so we can actually walk on it. Okay. Let's clone this. Just keep a copy, and then we start working on this a little bit. So let's say we can just give it a little bit of variation on each side. So one side could be a bit more round, and the other side could, oops, and the other side can be sharper. Then because when we randomize this, it'll be rotated in different ways, so it'll look like there's a lot of different rocks, even though they're just one. Like this one could even have like a, oh, this was going right in there. So strange. Something like that. I guess this one can have a like a kind of bulge thing. Okay. So this should also be using this material. Did I have a rock part on this? No, I didn't. I have this like, oh yeah, I do. This is the mossy rock texture. Let's put that. We're gonna put that on. So a box mapping here, and then on top of that we put an unwrapper. Let's see. So we should just flatten this. Wait. I have ignore back facing on. Yeah. This one. And maybe even, actually maybe. I was thinking what's the smartest way. If I just unwrap the whole thing, maybe, or maybe in two parts. Why don't we just increase this? Yeah, let's do it all the way there, and then let's do a flat on the top, open UV editor, and then we just open it up. Relax. There, see? Pretty much like stitching together. Did it not? Yeah, it did. And then, okay, we release that, and we can scale it and put it on here. So let's see how that looks. We fit it on top here. So now it should be seamlessly texturing all the way around here. Yeah, it's a bit low res, but that's okay. Good. Then we take the bottom part separately. Make that flat as well. And let's have a look where we put that. Yeah, that one goes here as well. I mean, I guess. Yeah. Oh, let's put it here. There'll be a seam though. Okay, we need to make sure the smoothing groups on this is sorted, because right now I can see a seam. There. Looks a bit bit on the round side. What happens if we put in another one of these with high tension? Maybe the smoothing happens after. Let's put 50. No. No, maybe it's little near a noise. No, not on this one. It's actually better with, yeah. And then what happens if we do some optimize on it? Optimize there. Yeah, preserve UVs. Is there such a thing? No. I can't believe it. I can't do this without smooth boundaries. That just means, I guess, it's gonna. Whoa. No. I guess I can't do that. Anyway. So let's go ahead and try and export this. Mossy Cliff. This is called Mossy Cliff, and let's put the pivot in the right angle, and then let's try it. Mossy Cliff. Let's see. So right now we can go into our prefab, and instead of these boxes, we put in our Mossy Cliff. It's human. Oh wait, it's because this is scale. Okay, we'll do this 1, 1, 1. And let's get rid of the renderer. The collider can stay, but then let's delete all of these extra bits. And then this is the weld material. Let's put down. And then we have, oh, I can see it in the editor already. It's going to look funky as hell, but let's try it. Okay. Looks like we're under something. I think we might end up inside. Oh, is it randomizing the scale maybe? Whoa! Yeah, I don't know where we are. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Some are humongous and some are not humongous. There's something about the scale, I think. Oh, what if we do this? I think what happened is this needs to be scaled up. 16, 16, 16. This is so much cheating, but I should just get rid of this. And then here we put a mesh renderer. No. And where's my cliff? There, Mossy Cliff. And then, oh yeah, we need to make sure this is like about 1 unit though. So even though this will in the end be scaled up, we need to, let's do this. Yeah, it's about here. And we need to remember to reset the scale, otherwise it'll bring it with it. Okay. Yeah, that's about right. And then on with the shader. I think I made a mistake. It actually should be... This will look funky, but it should be like this. Reset scale and export. All right. Okay. It's a bit off there. So the collider is, it's because I moved it up, but I did not move this. So pivot point should be at 0.5. Right, smack in the middle. Okay. Okay, this time. This time. Yes. Got some stretchy textures going on, but let's try it. Okay. Definitely more of a nature feel to it. We have some floating trees. I guess I need to make sure the edges of the cliff go all the way out. Yeah. But on the whole, kind of where we're going. Is my stairs? Or is it gone? Ah! Fallen. So, I mean, okay, what's happening? Looking at this, so the collider here, that's I guess why. It should still be, yeah, we have this cube as a reference. We still need to be inside it. I mean, should probably like make sure we even overextend a bit. It's actually better, even if it's not, even if it's like overlapping, that's actually better. Better than having it, what's it called, underlap? Can't be right. Cannot be right. Am I messing up the UVs now? Okay. Try and export. It looks to me also that I need a higher resolution texture for this part. Still a bit on the outside, but let's try it. What do we got? Some trees are still hanging, but at least there's still a bit. I think it's also the trees I made have they should have a little bit of a root going on that I took out. Okay. Here's the tree, and I think so. I actually had this thing, which has roots and stuff underneath, and an attempt at putting grass. Let's just take out the grass patch here. These were supposed to be like masking a bit of the base there, but this whole part, let's see, should attach these two first. Attach. Did I mess up the, yeah, now all of the UVs are gone. Yeah, it's just a humongous mess, but okay. So this part we could actually just take right away. We can just make it a flat projection and put it on the bark thing. Where's my, yeah, here. I have like a, here, there's like, move out. How do I make sure I don't take anything else by mistake? No, it's still going. So there's the ground with all the nice roots. That's fine. How does that look? Yes, like that. And then the trunk itself. Can I do like select by element somehow? Where would that be? Or maybe just grow it from something. Grow. Yeah, that's also okay. Yeah, and then this one we can just do a cylindrical one. And fit. And then what do we have here? Oh, it looks like... Oh, that's very strange, but okay. So all of this we just stick onto the bark part. The part where we have a fir tree bark thing going. You can see how it's like updating in here. Let's make it as wide as we can. I've been procrastinating a fair bit because I've been playing. And then we take this. Grow. Cylindrical. Fit, please. Does it fit? That's not a very good fit, but sure. Oh, my neck is cracking. Played way too much Alex, the new Half-Life game yesterday. I think I broke my neck a little bit. Can hear it crack. There we go. And fit, please. That's not even remotely fitting. Isn't it better to do a planar one then? Yeah, let's do that. I'm a feeling I have to do this stuff again. Grow this stuff. So guys, hope you are having a good weekend and week, and I'll see you on Facebook. And I'm gonna be sure to let you guys know when the pre-orders for the vinyls. Obviously, I will make it exclusive for members first, so whoever is a member wants one of those limited 5 this way, and then like that. So. What else? Let's do this later, I think. I just want to make sure we get one of these. That looks a bit off though. So there you go. See you, Reno. Bye. What? Suspicious. There. Looks funky. Alright, and so now we have this going on here and that. So I guess with some grass patches there, it'll be okay. And I also have these guys. Can I grab them all at once, do you think? That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. This one here, this one here, this one here. That's all of them, and then we grow. And should we just do a top-down? Yeah, awful, but okay. I think it'll be fine because the texture is so messy and gritty anyway, so you wouldn't be able to see much of this. Like, it will be just here somewhere. Yeah, you can see the sides there. That's not great at all. What can we do? What happens if we relax? Nothing. It can't be relaxed, I think. Needs to be opened up. It's like unfolded. Like quick peel. Okay, yeah, let's not great, but let's put these out. A little texture here. Still looks like rubbish. Oh, but this should work. So this is actually looking at it from both sides. Yeah, it's going to be a bit funny, but it's okay. Oh yeah, and then we have these, the underroots. Oops. Now let's just take one by one. No, not that one. Okay, there's one more here.
Jag måste alltid åla mig förbi den där stången.
Okay. So one more of those, and then I think we're done for this. Quick peel. Oh, that's terrible, but sure. It's like I just wanted to have maybe even like face mapping. It should be okay. All right. I'm not gonna do any more of that. That kind of looks okay. What happened to the rest? What? Is it because I have selected something? That looks very strange. What happened? Did I lose? Did I lose everything? What's my happened? I lost like the middle part. It's like, oh, the quick peel actually takes everything. It's insane.
Grejen är att den andra, den är mera röd. Den andra är mera gul.
God damn it. But okay. Quickly put this back. This stuff
Du ser, den är mera gul.
was actually not there. It was over here. Double. All this stuff. Okay, valuable lesson. Don't press quick peel unless you've locked everything else. Yeah, I'm just gonna... We'll leave it there. So let's move on.
Okay.
Okay, we have a tree trunk. Let's export that. Okay, we're back. And now hopefully the trees should have contact with the ground. Well, they have, and they're also kind of poking out a bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's happened here? Those trees are super small, but and it seems to me like it's not. It's rotating randomly. Okay, let's see. So you see what's happening. This is like a base block, and each script spawns all the stuff by itself. So I'm just setting it to random offset, random rotation on the Y, full 360. So the trees can spin like full lap around. But if you're making like houses, you can just move them in a grid and rotate them by 90 degrees. Or just have a slight rotation for randomness. So that one should now be better. There's a little tree here. It's funky. Yeah, so that looks better now. That's like much more randomized. That's nice. I don't like what's happening here though, because this seems to be like trees are approaching a bit close to the edge.
Vad är det där? Ja, det är yes.
Is this not? There it is. Where did my stairs go? The stairs are probably still here, but you can't see them. Stairs here. Yeah, they're in the ground. Why are they over here? So we should model the stairs as well, like a real proper one. Yeah, starting to... yeah. So maybe we add a little bit more. The grass patches look kind of okay, but they're a little bit floating. I mean, this could all be solved by just adding more of it, I guess. So it's like completely covered. I'm kind of crossing the bridge, faking it a bit.
Mm.
Can't really climb up here anymore. No, it's choked. What happened? Why is this? It's like completely choking up. Look at that. Profiler. Engage.
Ska den heta något limited?
So I'm running what, like 16 frame? No. My frame rate is what? 15 or less? What is it that choked it up so much?
Jag ska skicka mejlet. Vad ska jag skriva nu då?
Not garbage, no.
E156D. Limited eller någon annan?
This is the one that's under other. I don't know what other means.
Då skulle vi ta den liggande bilden va?
I think. This should not be. Oh wait. That is where it was, and then this. Something's up with this. Okay, let's find the grass patch and fix that. We could simply just we'll add some more. So we have one there. Let's just add another one here.
Ska jag skriva?
Scale it down a bit. Okay, we'll just make sure that it's actually below. Put one here. Rotate a bit, and one here. That should be it. That should be fine. Okay, we're exporting our grass patch again.
Jag vill att jag ska lägga in en beauty shoot där. Ska vi då ta
Let's see.
den? Eller den? Jag vill bara
Should be a bit
få den.
thicker on the grass side here. Did it actually update?
Kan man vrida på den?
Yeah, I think it did. It's just not very. Let's just move stuff around a bit. Doesn't have to be. Could actually be a little bit like this, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Because if you look at it from the side, it'll be kind of fine. This one looks ugly though.
Så.
Yeah, that's better.
Okej.
Do we have any grass here? All gone. Oh, what happened? Did it fail?
Särskilt ska vi ha. Vad är det vi brukar ha där?
Like a failed export.
Vadå? Jag pratar med Carl.
Export selected grass. Did I not press OK or something? What? Where is the grass?
Så.
No grass. Grass patch.
All right.
It's not. Oh, missing mesh. What the? It's here. What are you talking about? Here we go. Yeah, I think. Oops, floating grass. Oh.
Ja, jag tänkte försöka få med också.
Ska du vara samtidigt? Kan du vara så?
Ja, jag kan nog spela.
Okej. Ska du
Ja.
vara?
Ja.
Jag får tänka på att förresten, vår mamma ska gå iväg nu. Jag hämtar mig.
Pappa kommer tillbaka snart.
Ja. Men, du får tänka på Fredrik. Han sitter och streamar så att han sitter och skriker. Okej?
Jag får inte säga vad som får lov.
Det är okej.
Det är så skämmas.
Ja, det är lugnt. Jag körde just en Doom Eternal, eller lär dig svära på svenska. Ja, är ni tillbaka innan 4 eller?
Jag går bara här på morgonen.
Ja, okej.
Ja, jag tar en promenad så jag vet inte hur långt jag kommer. Jag får ett halvt.
Då är det lugnt. Where's the Mossy Cliff? There. Vad är det för spel, Kalivan?
Det här för jag.
Kör jag alltså? Ja.
Tut.
Ja, vi kommer snart.
Ja. Let's flatten this out. So this is the top of it, so that should be kind of completely flat. That looks nice. What do we do with the smoothing here? That could actually work. Yeah, it did mess up the UV a bit, but let's try it. Exporting another mossy cliff. Let's see. I added one more tessellation level, so it might be. It still looks okay, and Unity should be able to handle that kind of poly count. Yeah, that helps a lot. I mean, right now they merge together. A lot better. That's starting to look really nice. Even the sunlight works on it. I'm still like miffed about how am I gonna get the lighting up. So let's say, even though I don't have the sun over here, like let's say full blast daytime, like it's noon, and it's still, it's okay. And he's kind of hovering. I'm just like, why is it completely black? There should be like bounce light going on in this expensive render that I've just applied. Where is this collider? I think what if I just raise up, let's see, I have you can see here, this is the reference scale box. You can see that's why there's a gap. Let's move it up. Like that. And we can maybe move this up a bit. It's a lot of detail we don't need in the middle, but maybe more so down here. Alright. Yeah, it's starting to... I keep saying it. It's starting to look cool, but... okay. See. Now it's like funny... Okay, well try one without this smoothing. Auto smoothing. Well, it's just... Okay. What if we take everything in one smoothing group? That's usually not a good idea because it looks like it doesn't look as sharp as you would want it. See, but now at least those ugly edges are gone. Okay, okay. Now at least he's on the ground. And yeah. Oh, nighttime. Where is it? Here's the sun. I love it. I purposely made it like oversized. I mean, obviously this is not the size of the sun. It's like it's maybe a different planet. But that also means I'm gonna have to... That actually, this cliffside, I'm liking what's happening here. This is nice. But we are gonna need to do something about the grass. The sun is setting now. Now it's choking up. Ow, ow, ow. And I'm still not sure why it's choking up. And also I thought I put in like another light here. I put in see, so in the editor it's actually quite bright. I'm just wondering what gives. So I have my, like I have a, let's say a moonlight. And then it's like a colder light coming from the other side. Let's blast it up a bit then. 10,000. Let's see. So like even at nighttime there should be light going on. Ah, not bad. I'm liking it. It's like, what do you call it? The cold shadows of Toy Story. Like they just use purples and blues in the shadow. And then so when the sun is kind of going down, oh, it's going up actually, but there's like nighttime color mode. Ah, that's nice. So there's like a bit of moonlight going on at night. And let's just take a moment and watch the sunrise though. Ah, it's coming. Do you see it? Oh, this is slow. I might have to amplify this. Ah, there was some kind of flip there. I think that's when the light is just coming up. It's coming. Sun is rising. Yeah, there we go. You can see the disk coming up. That's nice. I think we got it, at least like in terms of lighting. This is kind of the right path. I still need to learn a lot more about this new render pipeline. It seems awesome, very like heavy on the machine, but okay, here we go. Sun is rising. Maybe I'll just... Okay, let's speed it up. Oh, it's actually not rising upwards because I've rotated it. It's moving that way. Yes, that's a bit fast. But just to test the transitional... Ouch, what happened? There's something very heavy there. It's choking on something. And I think we need to look at the water material, because it seems to me like we are... It's very diffuse, as in... It shouldn't be so gray. Okay, where's my shady graph? I'm just learning the stuff. Shade water 2, where are you? Or is it the whole thing crashing again, or what? Look at that. This is bringing my computer to its knees. So I'm a bit scared. Like, what's happening here? Scene is still here. Maybe we save now before everything breaks. So I can't even, can I refresh this somehow? It's like it's not even redrawing this. Close maybe? Let's close it and open it again. Nope, still busted. So here's my, oh god, I can't even see what I'm doing. Okay. Is it, just for safety's sake, I'm just gonna do a restart. This is slightly worrying that this is so fragile. Okay. I want to look at... Okay, here we have our textures. That's fine. I wanted to add this. This is like a layer of these things you can add on top of the ground. I'm actually not using. Maybe we should use this instead of this for the ground. I mean, like you can see it here, right? It's very rocky, mossy. What if we look at this? Let's see. So this thing here. What if we move it over here? Oh, is that all of it? Like roots and a little bit of a mix here, maybe roots and... How does that look? It needs to be repeated in that case, because it's too big. How would you do that? Because I can't repeat the texture anymore since it's line horizontally. No. Weld and stitch? No. That can't be done. Blast. It should be like very small. Like what happens if, like what I do. No. Yeah, because not like the flowers are gigantic. What if I do, okay. Can I do it here? No. Okay, go back here then. So let's say we tile this 4 times. Is that possible? And then you go into unwrap? No. It's not working. Okay then, it'll have to be this one. I think I need to relax them too. There we go. And then scale down, there we go. Okay, it's still a bit stretchy here. Can we do this without affecting the... No. I guess the idea would be that you do this after. So I unwrap. I'll do this here. No, I think that's... Ah! What? Now it looks even worse. What is going on? Can we do this again, please? Flat projection, please. And then... Where is it? Oh, it got completely messed up. And then, okay, we need to relax. Relax. No, not like that. Oh, is it because... Okay. Pick the whole thing. Okay, got it. So we can't do that. We'd have to. We would do this though. That looks terrible. Box map fit, and then open UV, and just this should do it. Scale everything down, and then we have because this is a seamless texture, so it should actually be repeatable. That's outside. Okay. What do we have? Yeah. Okay. Before this explodes again, does it actually? Yeah, this is okay. So now the smoothing is actually happening on top at least. Not so much on the sides, perhaps a bit. 20. I mean, it is actually nice. I mean, I like it when it's like this, but it just becomes. You can see the polygons very awkwardly. Okay. Right. Now we can see our shaders again. Just gonna delete this stuff that we're not using. And I think what happens is here, yeah, so the smoothness is at max, metallic should be, is that it? 1. Okay. All right. It's pretty okay where we left off. Now we gotta do something with this grass. I mean, the other way to do it is like you fill the entire thing with the entire. It's the same issue with the tree stop, so I think I'm gonna have to figure something out, something clever. This material is not really doing it for me. Now I can open it at least. Thank you. Maybe I can. What happens if we put in some? This is terrible. It can't be done like this, but I need to save it first, of course. Nothing. That did not do anything. Okay. What if I separate the solid ones and the foliage ones? That could be an idea. And I can have a bit different settings for that. So, where's my scene? So this guy, it actually is using a different shader. That is interesting. Okay. What about bridge? Well, if anything, it should be using this shader. World. Huh? Nothing. Oh, okay, sorry. There. And then I guess it is still wrong, this one. So, this should use... Where are you? World. No, not that. This one. Yes. So now I could separate the foliage and the solid objects, which is cool. So for the trees, that's this one uses the world. Why is there so many materials? It's not supposed to be. This one, and it uses world, and then the leaves. No. Unpack these. And these three uses world one. Yeah, the one that they are using. And that one could be double-sided. We don't have to use double-sided on this guy. No, it's not actually. Material type standard. Oh, wait. There's lots of nice settings here. Aha. But look at that. I think I might have... Okay, I'm gonna... Let's delete this one. And world one here. Let's see. This has more options. Whoa, something happened. Tangent space. Okay. Opaque. That's fine. And it should be a... what's this? Iridescence? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll find out soon. I'm just gonna blow it up. No. Something happened to my... Something happened to all the textures though. Standard. This is the one. But what happened to all the opacity maps? Oh god. No, but hey!
Kan Johan du spela det där ja?
Ja, what happened?
Nu står den där. Nu står den där på cykeln.
Okay, I guess I need to do another one of these. So this is called World 1. And what is it? What type of shader is this? Lit. It's a lit master. Let's make another one. Where are we? HTRP lit. And there's a hair shader too. Foliage. And here we'll make a new one here. So the texture goes in here. Also base color goes in here. Alpha goes in there. When I need to expose, where is it? Alpha clipping. Hello. Was it crashed again? No. Alpha clipping disabled, enabled. No. Oh, that's double-sided. But then we need this. Okay, standard. Opaque, transparent. Okay. And then I think we need to create a slider for some reason. And then 0.5. Okay, yeah, no, it looks okay here. We have a transparent shader there, and then I think, okay, we just need to make sure we close this thing. Yeah. This one, and then metallic. Can I edit this? How can I edit? No. This needs to be set to 0, because otherwise it'll be all shiny, like it is now. Oh, maybe that's set. Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's actually set in the shader.
Molly, inte skrika, okej?
This one. We can set it to double-sided. And let's see. Where's my tree? Grass is here, leaves are here.
Ser du va?
Tree. Wow, what's happened to these guys?
Den är på väg, jag ska se.
There. That looks exactly the same as before. Grass is now harrowing. Grass patch. Missing material. Foliage. No.
Molly, kom ihåg att försöka inte skrika och bara höra till, okej? Det står starta en liten knapp här bredvid den.
Oj. Huh? Is it? Oh, it's computing something. Let's try again. So it's all gone. Where is it? Is it because I changed this? Yeah, it was.
Okej, nu tar jag stunder. Alla sådana
I just feel like if this actually, if this would be rendered with a little bit more ambient light, then it would be all okay. And now this is, well, why is this different now then? See, I'm sorry guys, but you're gonna just have to sit and watch me painfully learn these things. Compute shader? No. What about this then? Hair graph. I have a feeling hair would be kind of the right way to go with this. Let's see. How does a hair shader look here? Hair master. Hair master. Okay, let's pull in my texture. And then alpha. I'm gonna need to activate my, where is it? Alpha clipping. There. And then is there like a hair strand direction? What is this? Rim transmission. How is your rim transmission? Okay. It's on. Let's try it. No. What happened? Oh. What is this? We need to put in a slider here, maybe. Smoothness, 0. Yeah, I can see where it's a hair shader. It's got this anisotropic thing going on. But I'm not getting any textures or anything. So, maybe not. Let's take this out. Let's just put back my standard one. Don't say. Okay, here's my tree. I mean, in the old rendering pipeline, you could just take it and do it like almost like unlit, and it would be kind of okay. Now it's just very obvious that you can't hide. You can't cheat and hide, basically. Okay, the reflection still works. Okay, this one has a bit too much shininess, maybe that's why. This world shader, it has smoothness, it should not have smoothness at all. And is this like a... It had a color as well. Maybe now it'll actually be... Yeah, let's brighten it up a bit. But we're still having quite an issue with... see. I mean, that's cool and all, but... so what happens if I kill this light? Alright. Can't see anything. Let's lower this though. I mean, there was a nice thing going on. Once the sun sets, which it's doing slowly now, there's still a bit of light going on. Alright, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. That is okay, it looks kind of cool, but was it? My ambient occlusion is also not helping. Let's see, where's my camera? What I don't understand is, like, this is super bright here. Is it something that's changing afterwards? Is this actually changing values when I play? No. Like 800, like lower the exposure. What's this? It's the focal length. It's like a real camera now. Blade count, curvature, barrel, okay. I don't know what this does. We don't need that now. I'm gonna do a bit of research on this. Unity HDRP ambient light. Environment lighting. The visual environment, controlled by visual environment volume override. Yeah. This controls the skybox that you can see through the camera. So, lightning override mask. Okay, I think we are onto something. So, where's my sky thing here? Sky. Yeah, visual environment. Ambient mode. Static, dynamic. Ambient light probe. So, should I put one in here and see what happens? Create rendering, no. Visual effects, no. Camera, no. Volume. Where is it? Light probe group. So I'll put a light probe group here. So what does that do? Are you probing the light maybe?
How do you?
No difference. Sky volume override. So can I add one here? Sky.
Can you one?
That does not look right. Was this what I was doing when it broke? When I did this. Prepare for epileptic seizure. No? Alright, so that worked, interestingly enough. So, let's first turn this other light off. And we have one directional light. Yeah, so in the editor it looks super bright, but when you run it, it's like completely black. No ambient light. Yeah, it is funny. So, it's in here, I think. Number of pounds. Okay, wait. Maybe here. Number of exposure. What? Multiplier? 2. Oh, that's the whole thing, I think. Include sun and baking, sure. Ground emission. Oh wait, okay. Aerosols? Aerosol density? Whoa, what's happening? This is some kind of atmospheric stuff, I guess. Wow, what's happening? Anisotropy. Saturation. What the hell? Alpha multiplier. I don't even know what all of these things are doing. Zenith tip. This is the fog again.
Okej, det var inte här.
Oh, that's the kind of stuff.
Hörni,
Och att man hoppar.
It's fog.
har vi.
Let's put this back up to 5,000, I think it was. Here we go. Where's my other thing? Again. So this is not even being considered. Let's try some more exposure then. A little bit brighter, but it's almost too bright. And it changes it across the board. Ground tint. Okay, what if we do this? Is this the fog or what? Let's see what we can do with this.
Du var vänster.
This.
Aj!
This is what we want.
Aj! Får jag prova en sak? Aj! Jätteroligt! Han hoppar med så upp och ner. Det är kul. Det tycker jag inte jag.
Okay. It's actually a good tip from someone. So this thing, we should try and change the normals of this. Normal.
Sluta! Jag vill också spela boll. Men jag vill göra det. Det är jättejobbigt.
It's not really the normal. Edit normals. Okay, select my face. Unify. Can I do this? Break. Unify.
Rita upp då.
Target.
Om ni ska rita kanske ni ska stänga av det.
Is it possible to do this? That would be amazing. So all of these normals are pointing kind of the wrong way. So now they're selected. All of the normals. Okay. I want them to
Malin.
unify.
Håll ner lite.
Display name. Well, how do you do this? Specify. Make explicit. Ah, yeah, so here you can see where they're pointing. How can I reset? Did it do anything? No, it didn't do anything. Reset. Make explicit. How do you do this in 3ds Max? 3ds Max. Edit normals.
Nu ska jag göra kul.
Normal.
Det kommer det.
Aha, okay. Editable mesh. Is that all? And then I have some kind of option here. Flip normal, unify. No, this is not what I'm looking for. So, okay, this is what we want them. So, I want to edit normal. Where are you? Edit normals. And I select them, I guess. And and then I can rotate them. Okay. This is interesting. This is, I guess, the way you would point them all in one direction. Oh wow, look at that. That actually helps. This is the first time I'm doing this stuff. You can't scale them though. You can actually orient them. You should be pointing all out though. How do I do that? Normals. Can't scale, but I can do this maybe. I don't really want that though. Vertices. So this is kind of making sense, but can I specify? So that's like, oops. Like if I say 90 degrees, what happens? Yeah, that is interesting. Let's try that. I'm not sure what this does, but I'm pretty sure it'll be funky. Leaves. Okay, play it. I think my battery ran out. Okay. What? Still funky, but in a different way. Okay. We'll try moving it. Let's or we'll pull them all in one angle. Should all face this way. Yeah, I mean, look at this. That actually makes some kind of sense, because now it's like evenly. Normals are evenly distributed. No, it still doesn't do it. Nice glow though. I mean, it's kind of doing it.
Yes.
Let's try it. Normals up. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, hang on.
Stop.
No, no. It is kind of correct though. It's gonna come up. Kind of, that is okay. But maybe just some more? What do you think? Just add some more of these? That looks like so many already, but okay.
Ah.
Diplomas. No. What's happening? No.
Okay.
Promising. That looks good. That what's happening here when the light hits. Yeah. Ah. What happened then? What happened? It's like the lights just kicked in and then ah. That did not work the way it should. So that's fine. So now it's like just lighting up the trees. I don't know what happens there. So weird. It looks okay on this side, but that when the sun is behind it, it just makes for this light show. Okay. Can I reset the normals here? I guess I can. This is okay. Back to not playing with the normals. That's still funky though. So weird. I mean, oh, that's nice. And then, what's that? Now it's too dark to see. And now it's super bright. Could do on demand. What happens then? So I think I still have a long way to go in learning this new high definition render pipeline, because it seems like there's like jumps and it's like it's not really stable for me. I'm not sure why. I have, or maybe this thing we can take out now. Okay. Just feels like that. Oh wait, what if we change that shader now? The foliage shader is set to opaque, but what if we put it as transparent? Even though it's still like it actually does. And it's all gone. Why is that? Interesting. So if I put it as transparent, it actually... Okay, I have to set it here maybe? Save. Yeah, it's back, but it's all blue. Is it? Oh, it's generating. Okay. Kind of looks worse though. That is not correct. In many ways, it feels like I have more control over the normal render pipeline than this. It's just it has a lot of potential, but it just does not fly for me. put it back to, this is also weird because like this is not an opaque material, but you've set it as opaque. Double-sided. Shadow threshold. Okay. I don't know what all this stuff is, but okay. Save. And then we set this back to being opaque as well. Wow. How's it look? Yeah, it's okay, except that it's a bit of a glow thing going on here. But this kind of looks alright. Then the light hits. So when the sun hits, that's when it happens. Okay, if I'm lowering it, let's see, well, it's just dark as hell. It doesn't even do anything. I used to have this at 300,000. And then I guess I have to use the exposure. Why is it? So now it seems like the background light is coming on. Yeah, see, I'm a bit worried about how this works because it seems to be flipping on and off and doing things that I don't like. Where's my, so here's my exposure.
All right, testing. So, just trying this out right now, see if it works.
I'm gonna leave it there for today. Thank you for watching in the background, listening. Today was a day of learning, or I don't know. I think I learned something, but I don't really see how I'm supposed to apply it just yet, but maybe that'll come at night or in the morning. It looks good. I like the ambience that we're getting, but it's just a lot of work. So yeah, thank you for today. Maybe I'll go and play some games.